name's Megan and I'm representing On Your Beach Limited. I graduated from General Illustration last year from the Swansea Metropolitan University in July and have since been pursuing On Your Beach as a startup business. On Your Beach has been working on workshops for young people and adults handling coastal litter and using it creatively to start to look at it in a different light. Having spent a good deal of time around the coast and on the beaches in the Gower, I began to collect litter and bring it into my design work in illustration. And I started to bring it into a printmaking module, which involved cleaning the items of litter and crushing them. The crushing bit was difficult. I had to think outside the box a bit, and I got some local groundsmen to crush the cans and bottles and things so that they were manageable depth to go through the old-fashioned print presses. And these are the prints that result from that process, which resulted in a series of designs which I could couple with ingredients lists. So I'd list the items that make it up, in this case, a fisherman's insole, some milkshake lids, some aluminium cans, drinking cans, and chocolate bar wrappers and shards of plastic and crisp packets. I realised that when I created the designs and put them in front of people, it really got their attention and they could really connect with it, partly through the ingredients list that they read alongside it. And the other reason was because when they saw the images, which were kind of quite iconic surfery sort of images like camper vans, their first reaction was, "Oh, that's cool, I like camper vans." And then when they found out it was made of rubbish, they kind of went, "Whoa, how did you do that?" And then obviously after reading the ingredients list, it connected them with their local area, which I think was really important to actually name the beaches that it was from. So that kind of gave me the confidence to take it a bit further, I suppose. And I think rather than just sticking to the designs and putting them in front of people, maybe find a way to interact with people and get them to actually handle the litter too, because it was all very well me picking up all the litter I could carry around the Gower, but I think I knew that I couldn't pick it all up, and it was time to sort of get people starting to engage in the issues around us. So when it came to getting other people involved, when we attended Beach Break Live back in the summer, students coming to visit the stall sat down and made animals out of litter. That was the theme for the week. And it was litter that they picked up from the festival around them. They were collecting bits of rubbish wherever they went and keeping the beach clean. And yeah, people were sat down for sort of 2 hours at a time, making amazing, amazing animals. People who claimed they didn't have a creative bone in them. And they were making human-sized dinosaurs and little tree frogs and lots of sea life. In terms of the business side of the project, obviously it had to make money, and I couldn't just go around hugging trees and cleaning beaches. It actually started, the project did, back in my second year of university when I took part in a professional studies module, which was compulsory for art and design students to try and get us to become more business orientated and then put our colouring books down. Our project was to come up with a ghost business venture and put together a business plan and then pitch it at the end. There were various sources of help and support which I managed to tap into during my third year. So I think that's why it kind of spiralled during my third year and continued alongside my studies. So On Your Beach exists in sort of a multifaceted kind of way, in that it tries to access as many different audiences as it can through sales of sort of high-end art and through commissions and through clothing for sort of young people to wear as a surf brand, and through workshops for young people and adults who might not otherwise have access to sort of facts about the beach or even have been to the beach, in fact. And really I think what On Your Beach exists to do is to work closely with people who are already doing amazing things and just offer the sort of creative side to it, the kind of the take which says we can see it, but if we touch it then we can maybe make it better, because instead of just sort of reading in the news or sort of picking up leaflets and and hearing it again and again, if you can actually become involved in it through touching litter, in this case in a creative way, it might just help to register the issues of coastal litter in a different way in people's minds. So yeah, On Your Beach hopes to continue working in communities, local communities at first in South Wales and Gower, especially with young people because they're the future. Also, what On Your Beach offers is, especially with the younger children, if it can provide litter as a sort of creative material, if they do go through the process of making a bumblebee out of plastic bottle tops, maybe the next time they're on a beach with their families and they're sort of playing games or walking the dog and they see bottle tops or another material that they've used in their rubbish animal, for example, they'll remember that it doesn't actually belong on the beach and that they might pick it up and take it home and make a bumblebee, or they might just see it and recognise it and maybe pick it up and put it in a bin, or even just to see it and mention it to somebody else. Or I think it's just if they've had that creative experience with it, it's maybe to point it out where they might not otherwise have seen it. So obviously I'm an avid collector of coastal litter, which does pose a problem when it comes to storing all of these materials. And actually all of the animals that have been created through various workshops and festivals, we've kept very safe and we've photographed them in like a studio environment. There have been people who've wanted to buy the animals at festivals because they've got so much character. And so there is a possibility maybe of sort of talking to the creators in the future and maybe putting them on the website and asking for a donation or something like that. It's funny that you can sell rubbish back to people that is rubbish, but it's amazing what you can make it into, I suppose. So I've become involved with SatNet, the Science Art Technology Network, over the last couple of months, and had the opportunity to run a sort of presentation and workshop for an environmental art event, which was a brilliant experience and had really valuable feedback from the people that took part. So apart from practicing what I'm pursuing, it was a really good opportunity actually to access professionals and sort of lecturers and business owners who I wouldn't otherwise have access to and who I really hope to work more with in the future. Yeah, it's been a strange kind of experience over the past year, kind of trying to pursue the business side of things, but still being me, really. So I still love surfing and skateboarding and the outdoors, but I do have to go, well, I don't have to, but I do go to networking events and sort of events where people dress in suits and behave really sensibly. So yeah, it's always funny turning up to a networking event on a skateboard in a pencil skirt.